transition every single time I do that. Oh, well, that's fine. Still, let's get into it. Soul Squad taking over Lipovka and R.E.A.L. Man, I have not seen this R.E.A.L logo in a hot minute. And it honestly feels good, man.
I'm digging the grin. I'm absolutely digging the grin.
You're digging the grin? Bro, this is iconic. See, they actually lost it, and they hit me up, and they were just like, hey, do you have it? I was like, I'm never not going to have that. But we also have the Dub Hub, which I personally have watched over the last EWC quals, and I was very impressed, and I'm very curious to see how they do this time around. But are there any hot drops that I can see? Not quite. Grant grabbing that US is the only thing that seems kind of spicy, except for Narco getting shot at a little bit, but everyone
looks
else...
like most of our teams here are trying to go into game number 1 nice and relaxed.
Well, nice and relaxed, but Stalber Circle with it's a decent chunk of water. It's nothing too crazy, but maybe we'll see a Stalber Circle. It has been a while since I've seen one of those, but Grant, I guess Arson is getting kind of close. There's a lot of people over here. That's a lot more than I expected. No, this is true.
Compaction.
Comedy. Clip it. Ship it. True, that's your sub sound from now on if you ever streams. I'm so sorry, guys. I cannot tell you how many times this man has pulled that line on me where he's like, no, I'm true. Oh, God. I love him.
Payback's a biscuit.
I love him. I hate him. It's true.
we all love True. We all love True.
Oh, hold up. What is this man doing? Good grief. They only loaded in with 3 as Sir Uwu, and I'm not kidding, that is their IGN. He loaded in and then like didn't load in, so I'm not entirely sure what's happening with him. Oh, there's another team that has only 3. Is it Last Resource? I guess it is Last Resource.
But yeah, Good Grief Gaming with X1 over there being the head of that organization. I've got some game history with him, and it'll be interesting to see how they do tonight for sure.
So I can guarantee you that no matter what happens, we're going to have very entertaining shenanigans coming in from the R.E.A.L boys. So honestly, based off of what I know of their play style, they want these 2 kills. I think that they're actually going to try to catch out Seattle and Waddick. Waddick? Is that? I'm going Waddick. If it's different, I apologize, and you can correct me later, ladies and gents. But they have no car. They have nowhere to go. They might have a spawn, but they're running, and that's, well... That's a feels bad, man. To see
right.
Foot rotates in game number 1 on your first real tournament. See what I did there? It feels bad. And also, like, Nubsky and Team R.E.A.L, like, R.E.A.L is a good, solid team. So don't be surprised by some nuttiness that they're going to pull out. But, again, do they have any vehicles, or were all of them taken from them? Oof. That is rough to say the least. Oh, bleak, and someone shot at him. There we go. This is what I was expecting from R.E.A.L.
We're going to see our first frags of game 1 here, Bard?
First frags? I don't know. I think they might chase him down, honestly, especially if they get a knock. But they are hungry for these kills. I know that for sure. But Team Fate, you can see them with a nice wide split. They could get a crate if they want to as well. Grant now, he has a vehicle. No, don't do it. No. All right, fine. Grant Lantis has decided not to be the rat that I thought or knew, and he decided to bail out of this one. So I'm a little bit sad, but it's fine.
We smelled the blood, but it's traveling northbound.
Traveling northbound, and they have a while to go because they still got to go past Lipovka as we see the 3-man coming in. Ooh, and there's another crate that if they want, they could go ahead and get. But a lot of teams that we've seen, a couple of players in through quals, etc., and some teams that there are a lot of high expectations, I should say. If you guys don't know Pest Control, well, you probably don't watch PUBG then. Period. I ain't got nothing else.
We have those statements where were you born under a rock? It is possible.
Were you born under Stalber? Please stop me now. I'm not even funny. I'm not even funny. But see, Soul Squad, they're clumping up into the warehouses. Honestly, I'm not too surprised, but I don't think that it's going to get them winning. If they get lucky with zone, I could see them going top 5, but this is They're playing scared. Like look at the split from Fate versus the split from Swole. So.
Oh yeah,
just,
it's absolutely polarized in one direction.
Yes, sir. And oh, dude.
I don't even know what to say
Oh
about
my
Good
gosh.
Grief Gaming down here. It looks like they're having fun in the sun.
Ooh, no. Oh, okay, never mind. It wasn't VSS. If I see War pick up a VSS, actually, oh wait, I got to check this.
Oh, that'll be the clip of the evening, 100%.
If I see War with a VSS, holy! And all right, last resource. Well, it's gonna go from bad to worse as one knock comes in, and they are gonna go ahead and lose one. As to God is gonna go down from Beleda in the distance, and I don't even know where their last one is. Oh, and he's by Rats, which it's not a good call. But R.E.A.L should be able to pick up this kill pretty easily. Pick up their player.
Kenzo flushing out here with the UAZ action. Styles on these flushers for sure.
Well, Morins and the rest of Rats. I believe Morins is a sub, but they could oversight this pretty easily. But do they know? They hear the vehicles in the distance. Dub Hub is to the south. Some shots going on the left, and Rats just gonna play it safe, which I respect. You know, you don't have any information going in. You don't know anything for sure. So, but now Dub Hub, they have to run by, taking shots from Yaz. Ooh, good shots.
Nice tire pop
Who was it?
there.
Rack 4? I think that's Rack 4. I don't know who knocked it, but see, this is how you survive a tire pop. You just don't not accelerate, don't boost. But Joey doing a good job of making sure that he stays safe as shots ring out. And finally, Rats seem to have found Team R.E.A.L. And now Grant Lannis, well, he's going to get Tyson knocked. So they got to be incredibly careful here. And
Kev's really putting it together here. I think he's got 2-3 frags at this point already.
I think that's a fair shout. Let's go ahead and check. But Beleda, he's going to work. And now, well, Kevin, he's got one already. He does have a decent amount of damage. And ooh, he's so lucky. Well, the shots are ringing, and he has to be careful. His cover went away, and he does get knocked. And so far, there are 2 knocks on that far side. But they do have to be careful because they have one behind them already. And Nubsky, as he is looking at the smokes, but the smokes still obscure Morins, which gives him time.
Yeah, I like leaving Mons behind in the smoke here. This is going to provide them the opportunity to at least triangulate against Nubsky.
What? Well, he has to run out of here as Beleda did flush out Flashy. Nubsky is very lucky to escape with his life right here. So he goes back to the rest of his team. But it seems like they're getting off the res. This should be pretty fine for them. Let's check in elsewhere. As Rack 4... No, I'm wrong. What team is that? Who's this? I know you. Come on. Don't do this to me. Oh, this is Soup's team. There we go. Ghost Riders. That's it. Okay. I was like, I know I just added them. But they're taking the E pickup. They don't have anyone in a vehicle. So we'll see where they go as, well, good grief. They're still figuring their way around the map.
I'm going to bet we're going to see them drop right on top of Stalber, especially with that upward angle that they have.
Well, it seems like you are going to be wrong in that. They did spot out a compound that is free, but now the question is, does Dub Hub actually get some kills? They see the players floating down. The shoots have popped. They should all focus on one. Daz is the one who's been selected. He takes a lot of damage as Michael... Oh, wait, that's Snorlax. Of course it's Snorlax, but Snorlax is so lucky not to die as he went down incredibly low. But, ooh, someone got a headshot in. That's impressive. I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, it was quite a shot, no doubt.
Oh my god, good grief. Oh,
you gotta
my
love
Lord.
Snorlax. Gotta love the interesting names.
He's a man. We love him. Rise Esports. I will admit that I was not expecting it from Back Monster, but I was expecting it from Ding or True. But it looks like young Stunna Boys, they had one knock. And well, we'll see where Circle shifts. And it does go north, so it wasn't too bad by Ghost Riders. Now Soul Squad, now they're going ahead and going north into Stalber proper, which I don't mind at all.
Where do we think our boys from Rise Esports are going here, Bard?
I have a feeling they're going to come around here. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense, but I just have a feeling. It's intuition. Is it bad intuition? There is a slight chance. Well, it looks like they're looking on the east. Ooh, okay, but young Stunna boys, they are passing by. Ooh, and DJ, he is in a buggy, which... a buggy
behind is not what you want to have with a convoy in front of you, that's for sure.
Yep. Well, Back Monster, he is going to go down, so the glider play is out of the works for them. As Antarctic Fox is also calling in their own E-pickup. And Team Ray, or not Rezav, Last Resource, down to their last member. He has a compound that is inside circle. That's the most that I can give. Oh, Blist. There's no way that he actually gets this off, right? All right, let's see the spray, dude. No. You got to be looking. Got to be looking. Oh, he's not? I'm surprised he didn't have his AR out for that way earlier.
Looked like he thought something was to his east at that point in time. We're not sure what he was thinking he was seeing.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But Ghost Rider's taking some shots over at Antarctic Fox as they fly on past. And now the question is, where do they call home?
They're certainly going to be taking shots from this drop point.
They're dropping onto Observatory, which is completely open for them, so it's not too bad of a call. We have Affinity up north, and Antarctic Fox, they're just fine collecting this little piece of land for themselves. Actually, there's an esports spawn, isn't there? It's over here. I think that was already collected by Soul Squad.
Yeah, the dossier is right down there in the gully or whatever we want to call that location. Right? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, I'm not going crazy, am I? Well, okay,
no, absolutely not. Brilliance, Bard, brilliance.
Well, Rats, they are calling in their boy Flashy from the dead. Grant Landis is going to be the one who collects him and brings him back. And now shots ring out from Mira Ruim. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I'm hoping I do.
I'm thinking it's Miramar, or something to that capacity. Miramar.
I don't know about that one, but we'll see. And just like we're going to see where Circle goes in just a minute. I don't think anyone collected that drop. Guys, oh my lord. We found Good Grief. They are alive. They have vehicles. How do they have vehicles and are alive? Well, that one
and they're
boat.
Coming up on the 6 of Rats as we speak.
Well, they are, but Rats, we know them, we love them, and they probably hear this. They can't get their buddy in because their buddy didn't even load in. Grant, okay, there we go. I thought he DC'd for a second. But looks like they're going through Kameshki as Circle, Last Resource. He's picking up his boys, isn't he? I think he's picking up his boys, but oh no, he has an unfriendly neighbor.
This is true. He's about to get spotted out here, I think, by Kevsno.
Ooh. All right. Well, it was a good circle shift for Team Fate, and looks like Last Resource. They will get the res off, and he's on the opposite side, so no one should see him. He gets it off, and it's going to be just 1 second until it comes in. But now we have Pest Control versus the young Stunna boys. One of them's already going to go down. Blissey, he's going to start trying to aggress Fang Zhang with a nice nade. It should do some damage to Blissey, but it wasn't cooked enough. They got to watch out from their flank because it looks like Quanda has a beautiful one. Oh my lord. Blissey, he should go down, but the flick is just too good. And now it is just down to Yan Lo. And that nade is absolutely fantastic, but the med came off just in time. Tater's going to steal Quanda. Well, they have a shack and they don't have much else to save them from the barrage of lead. Yanlo tries to peek out, but Pest Control performs exactly how we expected them to. And BattleX is still alive, even though he is downed.
Yeah, that flick transition from Blissey really changed the dynamic of that fight there between those two teams. It was great control.
Absolutely beautiful. They have the ability to... Oh, hello. Well, never mind. Last Resource, that was a quick and unremarkable return for Balin. I'm going to go with Balin. But Vorpal, he's going to go ahead and find Flashy. Maybe they just tried to figure out where some of their teammates were as Flanker goes down to Delares. And Good Grief, the broken, the bruised, the bloodied. They're trying to find their way into the circle. And Good Grief, well, he is trying his best at reversing. And, woo, okay, we see Mira Reem try their luck. Looks like they're trying to go for the, I don't know, Glade, but a lot of shots coming in from Rack 4. And they don't have the ARs out. They have their DMRs, which I don't know if I would agree with. There we go.
You want to spray together for sure.
Well, it seems like there is enough to get them out of there, but a fight coming in from Team Antarctica and R.E.A.L. True. He's got to be careful. The nade, it wasn't cooked. Oh, actually, it was cooked. It just, I guess that was a spec bug. Ding, he's coming in along the flank. Guru is down. Pana and KVZN, the last two up from the side. To God, and now some kills are coming in. The flush from Pio. Not the Pio that everyone knows, but, you know, close enough, basically.
We absolutely, Bard, have action going on all over the place right now. That carnage we wanted, it looks like we're getting it.
That's exactly what I was expecting, but Ding, he does have to be careful because KVZN is still right here. Well, it sounds like Ding did hear the stun. That was a good stun, but that nade looks fantastic. It does some damage to Ding, but not enough. As Ding, he gets the first aid off, and from behind, Ding doesn't know, but he still gets the flick, as that seems to be a little fortunate for Ding. Grant now on the backs of on the backs of Team Fate, I should say, as it seems like everyone now is just popping off and trying to find some kills. As I'm actually going to switch over to Antarctic Fox as they start to fight Soul Squad.
Yeah, it looks like Soul Squad here is going to have to make a decision, especially with the pressure on phase 4. They have the upward advantage here on this defilation, so...
Well, Taste2 has to be careful, and now last resource on the other side. It looks like they're going to run into Team Antarctica. Ding is going to go down, get flushed immediately as well. Soul Squad, the frag is not going to connect onto Taste2. Rise in the kill feed, getting their first kill, I believe, of the day. I could be wrong, but that Molly was absolutely beautiful. Actually hits Natters, and I think he... Okay, he's able to get it off. I think he did. Maybe a little too spicy for his taste, but they got to be careful because Affinity is still behind them. And he is a little bit far down. Good grief, finally dead. And this fight between Soul Squad and Antarctic Fox is just stalling out as Team Antarctica... Oh my gosh, there's so much going on. I cannot catch all of this, but Rats, Flashy is still down. Tyson, he's shooting Pest Control in the back as they already got Blissey down. So Pest Control should know exactly where Tyson is. And now that he's shot them in the back, they should know. But from above, Team Fate, this is a three-way fight. And no one seems to be the victor just yet. Grand is going to go down to Bliss. As Tyson
Fate has such a dominating position on the top of this hill here. They really need to capitalize on this situation for sure.
Well, Pest
With
Control
Fate keeping them pinned could create even more interesting dynamic. This is a very interesting situation we have here, Bard.
Well, I feel bad because Morans, he is caught out. Team Fate is in a very commanding position. The peaks are coming in, but I want to switch over to this close fight as Mayu. This is going to be a beautiful frag. It should... Well, never mind. It goes a little bit too far. Natters, he's the last one up, and now the shots ring out from everyone. Mayu, he's peeking on over. Good shots. Affinity takes him down, as now the rest of the team's getting shot from everyone all the time, everywhere. And Rats go down from two teams shooting at them. Joshy, he is inside smokes currently, but that may change soon. Ghost Rider is taking shots at everything that moves. They don't have any kills yet, but they are looking.
Yeah, no doubt. Unfortunate for Rats there to fall where they did. Taking that multi-front fight is always an incredibly difficult challenge for any team.
Well, Dub Hub, now they're trying to pick out Antarctic Fox's Yakub. He is chilling inside of a corner, and that's the best that he can hope for at this moment in time. As Ghost Riders need to be careful, because I'm switching over. Well, Tigray, he was the first one to feel the sting of fate. Tigray healing up. As now the trade's coming in, the stun trying to get them down, but all four of them are in one spot. Vorpal with some good shots. Soup going down. Flanker trying to get the headshot, but he is going to get traded in return. Daz FPS has a good peek on him so far. That frag, though, is going to make him back off. It looks like Vorpal's going to go for the res. Zenny a little bit up above, being the anchor for this team. Pest Control and Rise fighting in the distance. Snorlax is just on the other side of this. Tater spots him out, and he did not have a gun in hand. He had a stun, and therefore Tater is going to go ahead and bring him down, as now the rest of the team is in one small smoke, and that smoke is not going to be enough for now. Soup, he did get the med off. He is trying to figure it out, but from the side, Zenny is doing work, and that is it. Ghost Rider's down, completely annihilated by Team Fate. Is now Dub Hub. It has to be careful because it is just the Cheech and Boatman who are up. ATF gets 2 flushes. They are a broken and bruised squad as well. Bunny, he's good down low, but he is able to survive so far as Pest Control go down and Rise. They are picking it up, and I should probably give them some more screen time because they are hosting this tournament. But, you know, we'll get to that later. So, Bunny, he's going to take some 4x rays. That's good shots. And he's going to go for the flush. It was actually Zenny who knocked him. And in the distance, well, Bunny goes down to blue as Bowman is now the last one alive. And Rise, they are bloodied. They just have 1 down as Team Fate, well, they're trying to get rid of Team Antarctica as Blaze taking some shots. Good shots by Blazin. He's on 4 HP, needing to get off a med, but he doesn't have any first aids. He has 1 single bandage. And the rest of Team Fate are just staring at him as War puts in work, and Rise already up to 8 kills. This is a strong squad, and no, I'm not getting paid to say it. They're actually strong. War is a great IGL. Arson, Bake Monster, they have been part of Abstract for so long. They've, you know, we've seen them play so long. And Chilla, he's a bit of a late night gamer, but he's still very strong as Arson is just waiting. Tater knows exactly where he is, and that is just so deadly and powerful. But now Rise, they're trying to push in on to Team Fate, as the res should come out. Does so indeed, and there's no sightlines for them. Bowman, he is trying, but he is behind blue. He is rocking a hard place, is putting it mildly, honestly, for what he is.
Yeah, that level 2 backpack giving him 1 shed of hope. He's going to have to try to prone here just to survive.
Well, it seems like they have found some bigger fish to fry, and as they have Team Fate, the other team with the best, or with the most kills in lobby, now going to go ahead and drive by. Zalodi, he does have to be careful as the clown car 1 goes down. The second one doesn't go down.
Nice by Zalodi.
But he doesn't have much HP. Is there 2 of them? They're going to be looking. Back Monster actually from the side is going to go ahead and take down Affinity. Zaludi, this is going to be a good blue, but from the side yet again, Rise is just putting in work.
We see shots firing out from Waratorium, Bacon Monster. The entire group is just absolutely coming together here to close in on this and capitalize on every opportunity that they see in front of them.
Well, Zaludi, he has been spotted out. Back Monster should just get 1 more shot. Should be coming it to his team as War going for the res, and then he should be able to get the shots. 1 more, and that is it. Rack for Rise, Dub Hub, the last 3 teams up, and poor Dub Hub, yeah.
We have to give some credit there to Affinity. They truly created a disruption for Fate, which is basically giving us what we're seeing here in our top 2 situation.
Yep, it was really a desperate play from Team Fate. They were trying to find center zone, just try to get past everyone, but Zaludi really punished them, and then Rise just third partied, and it was fantastic. But now a pure 3v3, and I guess I gotta give some love to the, you know, sponsors of this tournament. You know, I'm forced to. There's a gun to my head soliloquy. Is that how I said it? I don't know. I'm going with that one. But Back Monster and Arson, Back Monster and War working together and playing it close. They do spot out one shot, 2 shot rings out, but it's not a lot of damage. Nyx so close to War. All right, he's not so close to him. He's a little bit further than I expected. He also has some elevation against him. So to be fair, that's on me. My bad.
I'm really liking the decision by Rise here to work a lower defilation clockwise rotation here. They have an idea of where their opponents are located, and I think they're doing the right thing by spreading out in the way we're seeing here, Bard.
Oh yeah, Arson using the vehicle to join up with his teammates is a little bit risky, but I like it. And I do love the choice of staying together. Back Monster, he's going to go lower, just like you said. It seems like he might have been spot out, not by Nyx, but I think by a teammate. So he's checking his 6, but War and Arson, they're probably going to play together, trying to play as close as they can to make sure that they have shots on whoever peeks their little heads out. And War, he is being risky.
I wonder if Nyx is going to, here we go. It's going to have to fire off between either Nyx or Bacon from behind.
War saw him, or War didn't see him actually. He was shot, and War, he has to be incredibly careful. He's on the low HP. That nade should do it. Just a little bit of damage. He does go down. Nyx finds him. Now a 2v3. Flush comes in immediately. Arson does some good work from below, though. Back Monster trying to get one down. He does indeed. Roar actually flushed himself. Arson goes down. Now a 2v1. There's a rack for racking up the points in this one. Flushers come in, and now it is just Back Monster. He is the damage. He is the lead damage. Some good shots, not quite connecting. Trying to. Nicely done.
Nice.
And now Nyx in a 1v1. Oh, it was so close. He